And we are live.
Okie
Yes,
dokie.
thank you for viewing us today. We've got Thomas Joseph here, the president of Southern Rods and Performance Parts. How you doing today, Tom?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Here you fine.
Good. It's really nice to meet you. I'm really glad you're on today. Now, a lot of people, if they're like myself, they've seen your ads in a lot of the car magazines, the muscle car magazines, and like that. And you see someone's ads a lot. You start to wonder, well, what's this place like? So this is a
hmm
perfect opportunity for us all to find that out. Who's behind the operation, and a chance to take a look. Thomas is going to give us a walking tour of the facility, so we can all find
hmm
out what this business is
Okay.
like.
All
But
right.
yeah, take it away, Tom.
Well, we've been here 30 years. This spot, we're in Greer. Well, it's actually a Greer address, but across the street's Greenville, South Carolina.
Sure.
Uh, we've got I'm in the showroom now. You can see we've got a lot of displays, a lot of stuff. We primarily, um, our biggest product is air conditioning. We have another company involved with, not involved, but part of our company called Southern Air. And we're probably one of the largest, if not the largest, producer of auto air conditioning for the aftermarket. Um, we have, I'll show you some of the displays for that.
Sure, sure. And when you're ready, Tom, feel free to switch cameras to the other side, use the camera on the other side of your
Okay,
phone.
let me do that right now.
And then once you've done that, I'll put you full screen.
Okay.
So these air conditioning systems you're talking about, is this for someone who's got a muscle car that perhaps didn't come with an AC originally, and you can retrofit something after the fact?
Exactly.
That's
Like for
amazing.
instance, right here. Can you see that fine? The whole thing?
Yes.
I can see you're seeing what I'm seeing. So okay. That's our Tri 5 kit. 55 and 6 is the same, and 57 is a little different,
Hmm.
but we give you everything you need for your car. You just call up and order it. We replace the switches, and you can add on billet if you want. You see them down there. Um, so there, that gives you an idea. We've got the dash, the big hole that leaves in the dash. We got that covered. It's all electronic uh, controls for your water control
Hmm.
to the heater, electronic control for the fascia vents and the defrost. They're heat, air, defrost, and floor heat. So
Yeah.
you got a whole range of things to play with there. Then we got a real popular item is the 67 to 72 Chevy pickup. And it's the same idea as the Tri 5. Comes with everything. We
Yeah.
don't short you anything. We hook you up with the whole deal, and you we recommend you have a professional help you. The do-it-yourselfer at home likes to do their own stuff, and I don't blame them. But when it comes down to crimping the hoses, charging it with the correct equipment, better do it because we get calls daily where they didn't do that and they thought they could do it on their own and didn't. This is just examples I'm give them all to you.
Sure.
This is our 67 8, and then now we just finished in our 69, which is a different kit. Camaro, big big seller, nice piece.
This is one of your big
Uh,
sellers.
do what?
This is one of your big sellers.
Big seller. Yeah, the 69 is going to be even bigger. It just seems like there's more people out there, wanting the 69 stuff than 6, 7, 8 or for some reason. The 68 9 are easier to install because they already come with astro ventilation vents, which are also AC vents.
Sure.
So they're easy to hook up and they look better in there. And then we have displays over here of just about all the units that we make. We also sell vacuum pumps and gauges and all that if you want to be the do-it-yourselfer. But
Yeah.
uh, this is a good unit here. This is we call it a Mustang unit because it looks like a 64 5 6 Mustang
Yes.
unit that came in them. And of course, it doesn't say Ford on it, but it looks good. We engine turn in the machine shop. We engine turn all the faces and they look really nice.
That's a nice finish. Yeah. A nice retro finish.
Yeah, all of this is on our website, southernrods.com.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of under dash units. This is our newest 2 units right here. This is called a mini cooler. It's only, here's my hand on it. That's how big it is.
Real small.
That's an air conditioner. It's the smallest air on the market, and it blows great. I have one in a 32 Ford, had one in a 67 Corvette, and it worked very nicely.
Nice. And that mounts right up under the dash, you're saying?
It mounts right on the dash, hangs on the dash, and will blow right on you. And it's easy to put in. Very simple. Again, to charge it and crimp the hoses, you need help always. Oldest unit we ever made. We've been selling this unit 31 years. I put one in 5 years before that, and I said, I'm going to make that. Called our Super Frost. It fits about anywhere. Sits up like that, where the drains at the bottom.
Sure.
Right there. Anyway, it'll only takes 8.5-inch thickness to put them in, and they're very, very popular. These two little units are heaters, small and rod. We have one large trucking company. We've sold thousands of these two, believe it or not, for their forklifts around the country.
Oh, sure.
This one right here, it'll heat a large vehicle, and it's that big. It's not big, but it's got the dual fan VDO motors on it. Well, it's got one VDO motor with dual fans.
Yeah.
And it's I guess in layman's terms, it's badass for this size.
Yeah.
We sell crimping tool, hydraulically operated crimping tool kits. Sell a lot of them. A lot of guys, like I said, want to do it themselves. So we say at least get the correct tools.
Yes.
We have all kinds of optional things for air conditioning. We have, remote condensers, braided stainless. These are big in the muscle car part right here. This braided stainless hose kits. They're expensive, but they're pretty.
Yeah, if you want to do it right.
Well, another thing, see these fittings?
Mm-hmm.
They're twist lock. You don't have to crimp them. You just stick the hose in there, twist it on nice tight. You're done.
Oh, and nice. We have different. You don't have to fool around with crimping and all of that.
Not at all. Not at all. But again, like I said, they're not very cheap.
Sure.
And then we got your normal things. It's dash louvers, the defroster vents. We make all this stuff or have it made for us, and we keep all kinds of fittings. We got thousands of fittings. We make all these billet AC brackets for all different motors. Well, the real odd motors, like an FE Ford,
mm-hmm.
It's a steel bracket. We got a lot of that stuff. 340s, Chryslers, 440 Chryslers, 318s, Hemis. I'm going on and on. Flatheads.
Yeah.
Southern Rods also has, these guys have a habit of selling the displays and not replacing them. That's our steering wheel company right there.
Yeah.
It's called SRP 500 steering wheels. We make them. They're not bought or from anybody else. They're not a aftermarket. They're not a local guy. They're nothing. They're us. And we sell a lot of them. They don't have one. This is a very popular. We remade the 50, well, you could call it 58, but they had a different horn ring, a 5960 Impala Chevy wheel. And we made 15-inch where they came I think it was 17 or 18 originally. I got one in my office, the one we copied it off of. But they either come, I shouldn't even shown you that one because we painted it two-tone just to show what you could do with them. They either come just black or they come in primer. The primer one's a big seller because you two-tone some of these. If you've ever seen many of these, are two-tone. This is a real popular wheel, the Banjo.
Nice, yeah.
Got a billet center, GM hub only, and they don't have the horn buttons out here. But we have a V8 button and a plain button.
Yeah.
And they come in many different colors, but no custom colors. People call all the time, well, I like your wheel, but I want it in green. Sorry.
Sure.
Got the old style bell wheel,
Yeah.
15-inch. Great on hot rods, like a 32 highboy. Great. We reproduced the 44 wheel in 15-inch. That's a big seller. We got it with this plain button or a V8 button.
Yeah. Nice.
Here's I should call this the more Kano version.
Sure.
It's leather. It's called the SRP 500 wheel. It's pretty cheap. It's like 149 bucks complete, and it
Yeah.
comes in
Not bad.
several colors.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cheap for a nice leather aluminum wheel with a billet adapter and button.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's move on to our front end stuff. It's kind of a mess here. They laid things out to show them. This is our 62 to 67 Nova front end right here.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Bolts right up to the firewall in the original location. It takes all our own Mustang 2 components that we make. It comes with 11-inch brakes. They're GM. Move this out of the way. Somebody's got Harry, the display guy, in the way. They're GM brakes and calipers. So if you're on the road, you wear your brake calipers out, you're on a rod run 1,000 miles away, you pull into your local auto parts store and buy the brake pads for it.
So easy to get replacements.
Yeah, anywhere.
Wonderful. Nice.
O'Reilly's, Advanced, wherever you pull into. And like I said, the IA arms, we make them standard length and nearly an inch shorter for the guys that have tight fender locations. We resell. I'm not going to advertise a lot of other people's stuff, but that's low car. That whole wall's low car, and
Sure.
and we have shifters.
Yeah.
Shifters have been hard to get lately, but I guess they had a chroming issue. Supply chain. Let's use that word.
Yes, that's a struggle lately. But it
Here's
sounds like
another
if you have these in stock, if someone needs them now, you do have them in stock?
Some, yes, I have to call.
Sure.
This right here, if you can see it,
Mm-hmm.
that's a dragster tie-down strap that goes over the rear tires.
Yes.
We make those locally right here, and they're real popular, and sell a bunch of them to all the dragster guys, NHRA racers, bracket racers, whatever. This is a grab bag. Somebody walks in the showroom, just stuff we put in here, and it's just cheap stuff we just want to get rid of.
Yeah.
One of our steering columns.
Nice. Yeah.
We have a real nice selection. And Fat Man Fabrication been selling his stuff since he started in business. He started in business about the same time we did, maybe a little after.
Yeah.
And he sold out to his employees recently. Then there's more of our steering column stuff. I won't go over all this. We'll bore you to death with it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's another item we make for the racing industry. This is a display, so they've been beating it up. That's an air screen.
Air screen, yeah.
It on the 4500 is almost no resistance, and it keeps the trash. If you ever race at a track like Rockingham and you're coming back up for a turn road, there's a lot of little pea gravel, little stones, and they'll come off your front tires and right in your scoop, and that'll keep them from going in your motor.
Yeah.
And we make them for the 4150 style. That's the 5 1/8 neck and the 4500.
Nice.
We make them with a single hole or for the transfer tubes.
So it keeps any kind of pebbles and debris out of there.
Yes.
Wonderful.
We got complete line of Edelbrock and Holley carburetors, NMSD and Lanati and comp cams, starters, alternators, way too much stuff. And then we keep gauges.
Gauges, yeah.
We do classic instruments. They've been hard to get lately. They're held up on parts. I know that. But our biggest seller are these V3s right here. We sell a lot of those because they're still economically priced and they work. And they look good. You got all different designs, colors, electric or mechanical. And the mechanical is only the Speedo, by the way.
Sure.
But we still do Stuart Warner. The wing stuff's great. Yep, Stuart Warner, been doing it for years.
Hmm.
And we got all of their stuff. And like everything else, it's gone really high. But I mean, that's how it is these
Yeah.
days. It's a nice set there, Stuart Warner. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I can go on about, you know, we're the only air, we're the only air equipped racing hose and in distributor in South Carolina now.
Okay. Yeah.
So we got all your racing fittings and whatever. Just a nice wall. A lot of good valve covers, oil
Yeah.
pans, all right bouncers, all kinds of air cleaners.
Very nice. Yeah.
There's a reproduction caddy Olds air cleaner from the 50s.
Yeah.
I've been hoarding a couple of real ones of those. And then we
Nice.
have all your Holly Jets and your MSD and, Moroso,
Yeah. All the big names.
all the big names. Autometer is another good one.
Sure.
There's a big display. A lot of people like to play with this.
Yeah.
It lights up.
Different lighting settings and colors and stuff.
Yes. See that?
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
you
look at
got
that.
blue. That pretty.
That is nice.
And nice gauge. This to me is one of the best, if not the best gauge on the market. But you know, there's so much competition in this stuff. I like this gauge a lot right here. You look closely, it's got the tack built right in the bottom of the speedometer,
Oh, no
and it's
kidding.
digital. You see it
Digital.
right there?
Yes, I do.
Very nice.
That is cool.
And then they got this kit that all four gauges are in one side, and then you got the tack and the speedometer together. So
Yeah.
two gauges covers the whole thing, which
Yeah.
comes
It
in
gives you a
handy
lot
on
of information.
smaller vehicle. Yeah, if you don't want to make your dash look like a complete, gauge factory or airplane. And
Yeah.
then we got our hats. Believe it or not, we're getting out of the t-shirt business. They've got so high. If we can't sell our t-shirts for $10 or less, we don't want any part of it. And I got to pay much more than that just to get them now, the way we do our logo and all.
Sure.
But we got nice hats. We keep 2,000 of them. So
2000. Yeah.
we were the first to ever do the LED tail lights. Everybody else has copied us. We were number
Wow. Yeah.
one. We were the first ones. And
Nice.
we got LED for not plugged in for about everything. Let's move on. Let's move on in the back. I'll show you the cool stuff.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the cool stuff yet.
We're just getting started, huh? Just getting
Yeah.
warmed up.
Well, we got all kinds of headers.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Mr. Gasket gaskets,
Yeah.
Flowmaster, straight axle stuff,
Yes. Yeah.
gasser stuff, I-beams. Been a little bit light on chrome I-beams lately.
Yeah.
Front end, 4 bars, all that thing. Seat belts, any kind of seat belt, universal stuff.
Yeah.
We keep probably 4,000 in stock. Then you got all your gaskets, which goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Let's go in the back. Look at the good stuff now.
Sure.
There's a little bench. Had an extra
Oh,
tailgate.
look at that. Nice.
Had an extra tailgate, and a boy that works for me here, Kevin, took the tailgate. It's original paint, 49 Ford tailgate, 49 Chevy. I'm sorry, Smithy. And it's got somebody did old timey pinstriping on it, and it's
Wow.
original paint. So
That's very
I love
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Love that thing. All right.
That's a conversation starter. Oh, here we go. Now we're looking at some stuff.
Hey, good stuff. That's my 66 Super Sport Nova.
Yeah.
It's been a race car for 40 years. It runs in super stock, which the GT section of NHRA super stock is GT because you can switch motors that didn't come in the car or carburetors. Like this motor actually did come in a 66 Nova, a 300 horse 327, except I got a Holly carburetor on it and that puts it in GT class. It's what makes the car more than cool. Is that's a
Oh,
G
yeah.
Force
Look at that shifter.
speed,
Yeah.
the stick, and this weekend at Farmington Dragway is a stick shift nationals, and it's going to be there.
Oh, good. You're taking it over.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's cool.
Like I said, this is original Super Sport, and it's always been a race car. And I did a little grumpy stuff on the roof when I painted it.
Yeah.
And it's full cage. It's a serious car. I'll show you on the hood if you want to see it.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, Tom. When you bring that to race it, that you were talking about, is there someone available that could maybe take some cell phone footage of that, some video footage that we could share on the podcast?
Sure, probably will.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
There's the motor.
There we go.
It's a
Look at that.
327, 300 NHRA rates it at 289 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's a flat top piston motor, all steel, but they work these things over so much. I got the dyno sheet here. It made 556 horsepower at 7,500 RPM.
Yeah.
Every trick in the book, they do it, and they charge for it.
Sure. That's
Lemons
amazing.
headers. I got to change the headers because this motor was in it right here.
Okay, that's the original motor.
I took it out because it wasn't fast enough to run what the class had run. That's a Fulton 421 small block, all aluminum, and that's a G-Force 5-speed.
Yeah.
A lot more fun than this one, but I took it out. Here's my latest project. I'm pulled this out of a barn.
Yeah.
A few months ago, up in about 20 miles from here. It took the guys a day with chainsaws to get it out. It's a 34 Ford Phaeton.
Yeah.
Complete car. Everything is there. But I'm leaving. That's original. It's got paint. You can barely see the gray paint left.
Yeah.
But I'm not painting that. I got the fenders and all are beautiful. And then right here, we're just finishing up the chassis. About ready to powder coat it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And that's made by a Wentz Motor Company up in Danville, Virginia.
Okay.
And this is a little toy.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a big horsepower LS4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there and all. Belongs to a friend of mine. He asked us if we'd do him a favor and fix his steering. And when the guy's not doing something here, I'll let him do it. It has some steering issues. And this car, believe it or not, I'm not big on the fender flare thing. Mm-hmm. But the reason they're on there, this was a race car. It was a 67. It was a 427 tri-power car. Motor was gone, but it was sitting in an old barn. And it was a hill climb car, believe it or not. They went up hills in this thing.
Wow.
So he paid mucho to have this car redone.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous car.
That is.
Runs and drives good. Like I said, the wheels, the fender flares, they're not me, but I want to tell you what, that thing really is just very nice. It's just as nice as it looks. And probably if it went through one of these Barrett Jackson or Mecum auctions, it would bring upwards of $200,000.
No kidding.
It's that nice. He's got a Camaro convertible 69 better than this.
No kidding.
I had a 67 Corvette coupe that he wanted real bad. And I said, then give me a Camaro, and he wouldn't do it.
Sure.
Now, here's a real piece of work. That's my 01 Volkswagen Cabrio. Yeah. One lady owned a Greenville car, and I kept it for our race car trailer. We go to the races, and nowadays I drive it a lot.
Nice.
$5 fuel. You gotta love that.
Yeah, for sure. And the top
air
down,
conditioning.
It's gonna be nice with the top down.
My fancy European sports car.
Yeah, it's Recaro seats.
Oh yeah, that's factory. It's heated seats, air, steering, brakes. It runs great. Power top, power. It's you can't beat it. Everybody laughed at me sometimes. They don't laugh now. Here's another little toy.
There we go.
Another little toy.
Very nice. Yeah.
Top dragster, super comp.
Yeah.
See, if you notice those golf cart tops, I own a patent on the folding golf cart tops you see at the races.
Yeah.
That people put on the golf carts, primarily to put them or to keep sun off them or to put them in a stacker trailer.
Sure. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. This is a lot of fun sitting right here.
Yeah.
Got a Fulton 582, makes 1,200 and some odd horsepower.
I
Runs
like
good.
your logo on there too. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, yeah. Got to do it. Got to do it. It's
That's
very
cool.
nice, but I don't run it much, but I like it. Another
Yeah,
shot of that frame.
that frame. Yeah.
Got a Mosier in, doing it right. Right
Yeah.
here, if anybody needs it, that's a nitrous station. We pump nitrous. We're about the only guy around here, and we fill a lot of nitrous bottles. We got a drag strip 6 miles from here.
Oh,
Pretty
good
nice
to
one.
know. Yeah.
All concrete,
So
8 mile track.
a lot of those
Yeah.
guys stop over on the way to the race strip to get their nitrous filled.
You'd think they come the day before. They get it done. This is
Yeah.
inventory. We're going to go with inventory now.
Yes.
This is all steering racks and spindles. Over there is a bunch of rotors usually, but we're running low on them right now.
Yeah.
And then all the way down through here. And this is only a part of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they go all the way down the row. Those are cross members, all different cross members for all different kinds of cars. All this stuff's available on our website to look, see what we got. And then we keep Woolwood brakes in stock, some.
Yeah.
We've been having real good delivery out of Woolwood and stuff we don't have. So kind of the best brake on the market. I don't know how you're going to find a better one. Somebody go, well, I like this or I like that. I don't know what it is, but this a little LS is going in that 34 Ford.
Yeah.
And then that intake, by the way, we have that made.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I got right now. I got 26 on the jig. It should be done shortly. But it's kind of a neat deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone is interested in something like that, that's an option. Just give a call to the number at the top of the screen there.
Yeah, exactly. Master cylinders, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of golf cart tops.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of 30 radiators. Those, what the heck are those? I don't know what those are. Master cylinders. Oh, we got master cylinders, chrome master cylinder,
Yeah.
8-inch, 7-inch, dual and single chrome and plain boosters.
Mm-hmm.
Great boosters, big seller. Pretty much need all of this stuff here, all the way down through here, are air conditioning units.
Wow. Yeah.
Keep them in stock. Our competitor, well, we're 3 months out. Well, we're not. We're 30 minutes out till my man back here packs them.
Nice.
So
you get plenty in stock.
This is only part of it. We have, I'll show you the big place in a minute. This is just more stuff up here. This is this MSD, Holly, all our stuff on the shelf. This is a lot of front end stuff. We keep a lot of, these are brake hoses. Those are brake hoses.
Yeah.
Best spark plug wire mounting by Taylor Vertex.
Yeah.
And Moroso for racing.
Yeah.
And looks like we're kind of low on inventory now. I ordered a bunch of that a while back. It's a little slow moving on us. We'll go into this room in here.
Yeah.
All this all air conditioned. Brandon, say hi. His name really is Brandon, and my wife's name's Karen.
Hey there, Brandon.
He said, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Exactly.
Anyway,
it's
he's
funny you
back
say
here.
that. I was thinking that, but I didn't dare say it. But that's good. He said it.
Oh yeah, he's good with it. But believe it or not, we got a new employee starting Monday. And what's his name, Brandon? Brandon. Big name right here.
Wow, nice.
That's Brandon's boxes. He's my man. Brandon does a great job. All of that's air conditioning stuff. That's all condensers. I can go on and on. Heaters. Up and down these rows. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We don't sell anything you need. Everything you want.
Yeah, for sure.
This is Pete's area back here. He stands here and assembles a small. Hi, Pete. He assembles a lot of AC units. This is bolts, nuts, and all this is for assembly. packaging
fasteners and
machine
stuff.
to shrink wrap.
Yeah.
We shrink wrap a whole lot of stuff. Makes it nice,
Yeah.
like these steering arms.
Yeah. There you
Wrap
go.
them. They present nicer and they don't get chipped up.
Yes.
So
The
then
layer of protection.
these are billet AC valve. Well, like the 134A caps, that's them.
Yeah.
They look so much nicer on the hood. And that's that. Let's go to the big. Let's go now. I kind of know a lot of this. I don't want to bore you. You can't even see it. You're looking at boxes. I'll tell you this here, though. See this shelf
Yeah.
on both sides of this pallet rack, all the way as far as you can see down there, are Allen Grove AC brackets.
Yeah.
Nobody has more. Nobody.
Nice.
And we sell them. But we
That
got
is
them. You
cool.
know why you sell them? You got them. If you ain't got it, you can sell it, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Here we go. Back in here. I feel like I'm trying to sell a house or something. Bunch of Elderbrock.
Yeah.
All righty. You walk in here. We keep a lot of the bulk items down here. As you can see, have a conveyor to send them upstairs.
Oh, yes.
Right there. Bunch underneath it, we can store under there. Those are shrouds for most of our shrouds are all for 32 through 49, 50 cars.
Yeah.
You're talking about boosters, master cylinders, air conditioning units. A lot of air. It's all air conditioning. All of that. Lots of times you'll see pallets down here. Jigs buys really a lot of our golf cart tops. So if somebody does a lot of business with Jigs or they're there, call Jigs. You want golf cart top? They got them in stock.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know they do. They just bought a load of them.
Sure. Just send some over.
Yeah. And trying to get our air conditioning in there because they're not happy with what they've been selling. They don't like the back order. They like to sell it.
Sure.
That's a pallet of air that they're unloading right now.
Yeah. Nice.
That we're just stacking.
Yeah.
Now our air conditioning, our defrost, AC heat defrost units, the electric units, we don't assemble them here. They're assembled at our place in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. Yeah. So you have a facility out there as well?
Yep. It's all USA made, every bit of it. All the air conditioning components. Now there's some components on the air that come from China because they're not made in the U.S. period, like compressors, same story. If I found a USA, if you do find somebody made them in the USA, no telling what they'd cost, but I hadn't found that person yet. Yeah. Those pretty high pallet racks right there. And they're full of stuff. Now, most of this are A-arms. We have to make our A-arms 500 sets at a time, because of the jig it up. And a lot of people are that way.
Get a production line going, pop out a bunch of them.
Exactly. All of this, mostly air conditioning, but this is front end parts and radiators.
Yeah.
Straight axle stuff on here. These are our sway bar kits. We got a lot of those. They're very nice to have on our front ends. This is where we're simple hose and dryer kits here. As I told you before, we keep a couple of fittings in stock.
Yeah.
One or two.
Nice.
Brackets.
So you get plenty. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, I told you. We got them. And then hose. We got reels and reels of barrier hose, AC hose. And then there's our show trailer back there. That goes to the shows.
You bring that to shows. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is.
I meant to ask you about that. You go to quite a few shows through the season, don't you?
Not really. We cut way back. We cut back on 2 this year because we've just had I had 2 people retire, and that really got me. Well, we had 3 actually. The one lady though did at Christmas, and it's very hard to hire somebody. And now I think their money's running out, so we're hiring some. These are all steering columns.
Yeah.
Steering columns. A lot of steering. All that white boxes, they're all steering columns. And then below, That's all steering wheels and more barrier hose.
Yeah.
More air conditioning. And there's our golf cart top I was telling you about. It's not
Oh,
up,
here we go.
but it
Yeah.
just raises up and it's folding golf cart top. And I own the patent on that jewel.
That is cool. Keeps you out of the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody wanted to see it, it's on our website with the top
Yeah.
open. All of
And
these
the
are headers.
website is at there's a web address at the top of the screen here on that banner. So if anyone's
Yes, sir.
curious about what they're seeing here, you can go to the website, but the web address at the top of the screen is also a phone number if you'd like to give them a call. But go ahead, please
Exactly.
continue.
These, I'm still going down the line. I'm still on steering columns over here.
Yeah.
These are all, see these? Impala wheels. We got tons of them.
Nice.
And all headers. No sense wasting our time on that.
Yeah.
There's our front yard. All asphalt.
Yeah, nice.
That's our dually that pulls the trailer. That's my motorhome for my race car trailer. I got a Gold Rush stacker I pull it with.
Yeah.
And there, these are all our roll-in displays for the show trailer.
Yes. Nice.
All kinds of parts. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that is cool.
All the way down through here. And I'm fixing to pull that truck out and go pay $5.59 for diesel fuel. So I can go have fun in the Nova.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we've cut back.
Yeah, the fuel to get there. Absolutely.
There's our front end display that goes to shows.
Yeah, nice.
And a lot of people go, well, you just get it like this and put it under. I go, this is simulating your frame. Yeah. A lot of people think they come this way, but you weld on the hats and you weld on these items, little flanges to bolt, and it all bolts on then. But you got to have somebody that knows how to get your wheelbase right and your caster camber correct right here. And once she does, and you tack it, put it on, say, yeah, everything's right, weld it, you just bolt on, and you'll be riding in no time.
Nice.
So it's pretty simple for somebody that's done it, but we've had guys actually to do it themselves weld these right to the cross member.
Wow. Yeah. Now, does that ask for trouble for a do-it-yourselfer, or is that something best left for a professional?
A professional should set the caster and the camber and the weld it on, and then the do-it-yourselfer do the rest.
Take it from there. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was our latest t-shirt. I don't know if I'm going to redo them or not, but maybe if the price comes back down, I will. But if I can't give my customers a good value for what they're getting, I'm not going to do it.
Sure.
No sense in it. But anyway, NSRA has their logo on my trailer.
Yeah.
We do a swap out deal on that.
Nice.
And that about wraps up Southern Rod's warehouse. And I'll show you one more little shot out here.
Yeah.
We've been working overtime on air conditioning to keep it in stock to get over on the other guy, and it's working.
Good for you. Good for you. Here we go.
That's our driveway. That's our building. I don't know if it's blaring. I can't see it because of the sun. It's 100 degrees and sunny.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah.
I stuccoed the building a while back. So we got plenty of room.
Good.
And you just walk up here. We're one exit north of Michelin and one exit south of BMW plant, right on I-85 at exit 56.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Now we do have some comments coming in, and I meant to get to these earlier, but our regular viewer, David from Alaska Railroad, is saying this is nice. And then he made another comment, says that's an awesome collection of parts. So we thank David from Alaska Railroad for weighing in here. I know he's been viewing the whole time, and we appreciate that.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Very nice. That was my kids. I built 34 Ford go-kart.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
My daughter first, and he ran it to death. Then 9 years later, we had another son who just graduated from Clemson ICAR with a CNC programming degree, and he
Yeah.
ran it to death. So we put it up, and we're waiting on the grandkids.
There we go. Next generation. Very cool.
Everybody walks in there, tries to buy it. I go, nah.
Not for sale.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Up there on the top.
Yeah.
Up there, right there. That's the remains of a 63 Corvette Roadster I wrecked at Orlando at 170 mile an hour.
Wow.
Hit a concrete wall.
Wow.
Car lost.
Wow.
But that's about it right here. I'm going to go back in here and air condition it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
don't
really
air
appreciate you
condition
coming
this.
on, Thomas. We really appreciate it. And for those
Sure.
who are just joining us, we've just had a tour of the Southern Rods facility and showing us all the inventory they have. And they, like everyone, they're experiencing some supply chain issues, but they've still got plenty of items in stock. So if you're looking for things, give them a call. They've got quite a bit of things in stock, especially in the way of air conditioning items. And I think that with the gauges, what are some of the other items you have plenty of stock of?
Air conditioning, front end, independent front suspensions, office girls.
Hi,
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. I don't know if she can hear me or not, but hi, Kelly.
Art.
Nice to meet you. Art,
She said, hi, Kelly. You're doing a podcast. The lunchroom.
Nice, yeah.
Office cubicles. I've got to roll. Paid up. The 1 month was a car room right when I was, and then they have one of these in the showroom. Quit. So have that.
Yeah.
And on.
I think your audio is breaking up a little bit. Can you still hear me okay?
Probably because I'm in the back.
Oh, probably away from the Wi-Fi. Oh, we lost your connection altogether. Oh no. All right. Well, we were just about done. Oh, I think he's trying to get back on. Okay.
Am I back?
There we go. You're back. Good. I'm glad you tried to get back on.
I went back by the server back there, and it gets weird back there.
Yeah, get away from the Wi-Fi and yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's more computers. You know how it is.
Yes.
But anyway, that's that. Griffin radiators were closing out. Love Griffin, best radiator on the market.
Yeah.
But they've got so high, we're having trouble selling them. The guys are going to these Chinese radiators, and my wife and I were at Yellowstone Park or headed that way, stopped at Devil's Tire. There's a guy standing there with one of our T-shirts on.
Huh.
And the next thing you know, we're in a conversation about how his car's overheating. And he said, I had a radiator in, I bought it at a car show, and it wasn't working. I was at a certain show, and the guy sold me there. And I said, what was the name of the place? He told me. I said, well, you bought a Chinese radiator. He said, yeah, it's still overheating. I said, call me when you get home. Pay a little more money, get a Griffin, and it'll quit.
Yeah, no.
Griffin's a great radiator, but they got so high that we have trouble selling them because people are looking for price these days.
Yeah.
And they can buy, well, it's the same thing for $230 instead of $800. I go, well, good luck. Call me when you're on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's false economy, isn't it?
It is. It's sad in a way, but you can't blame them.
Yeah.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, heck, I got an Amazon app just like everybody else.
Sure. And we've got another comment that's come in. David from Alaska Railroad says he loves that Chevy bench, and his brother made one using a 1940 Chevy tailgate.
Cool. I'm sitting on it right now.
There we go. Nice. Very cool.
We like it. We have these fastest streetcar magazines.
Yeah.
That they send us a bundle of them every month, and we give them away, and we set them on this bench for people.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool deal.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Any final thoughts, Tom, before we finish? Or
no, I appreciate the opportunity. It's very nice. I hadn't done this in a while. I did it with we did it with racingjunk.com not too long ago, but not this instant. It was mostly pictures with them.
Yeah.
And I've done it with Street Scene. I've done it with Street Rodder years ago, and Super Chevy. But usually a Super Chevy, it would be magazine, for the magazine
Yes. Yes.
and those guys. But there is no more Super Chevy. It's called Chevy Performance. That my friend that was the editor in chief of Street Rodder and all of that, Motor Trend bought them out. They just closed up Super Chevy and Street Rodder and Classic Trucks. So they started their own magazines. And they got some nice stuff out there. They got Modern Performance, the Chevy High and all that. They got some nice stuff. So if you still want magazines, especially, that's the greatest thing in the world ever hit a bathroom.
Yes, absolutely. I love flipping through magazines, and especially at night before I go to bed, I'll flip through a magazine for a little while till I get sleepy, and then off to sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And then Alaska, our friend David at Alaska Rural has got one more comment. He says, "Thanks to Mike and Tom," and he said it's great to see all of the vintage parts.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
Cool.
We got them. I could go through the shelves out here, stuff I've saved that I'm about ready to have a yard sale, but I got all kinds of crap. We try to keep it cleaned out. I don't build it up a lot. I got a lot of race car parts and things like that I hang on to, but I usually put the stuff on eBay. Our eBay store is SRP surplus, and there's some good deals on there on things that would close out, whatever.
SRP surplus, excellent.
Yeah.
And then in the description of this video, I've got links to your website and your Facebook page too. So if people are
very good.
wondering how to find you, that's the way to do it. And then of course at the top of the screen on that banner, there's a link to your website, southernrods.com, and a phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone has seen anything that jumped out at them as being interesting while they're viewing this video, please reach out to Southern Rods and be sure and let them know you saw the video, so that they know they can make the connection as to where you found out about it.
Listen to Mike.
Yes, absolutely. Well, cool. Well, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Tom. I really appreciate it. It was great to meet you. And we'll stay in touch.
I appreciate it, Mike. Take care, buddy.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.